For Kaiser Willys Auto Supply, this is cylinder head and parts, Jeep and Willys for 134L engine. For your free Willys Jeep parts catalog, go to www.kaiserwillys.com. Today we'll be installing the head onto a brand new 134L engine block. This motor fits 1941 through 53 Willys MB, GPW, CJ2A, 3A, the M38, Willys truck, station wagon, and the Jeepster. To begin with, use a small amount of Loctite and apply it to the cylinder head to block studs. Install all the studs into the new engine block. If you're rebuilding a 6226 or a 6161, we do have all the stud and stud kits that you're going to need to rebuild those engines. To sink the studs into the block, use 2 stud nuts and compress them on top of each other to screw the studs further into the block. And finally, to properly seat each stud into the block, use a torque wrench. Now that all your cylinder studs have been properly seated, it's time to install your cylinder head gasket. Installing a head gasket is one thing, but if you're looking for an entire engine overhaul gasket set for your 41 through 71 Willys Jeep engine, we do offer these for 4 134L and F engines, the 6 161L and F engine, and the 6 226 engines, as well as the 6 230 OHC engine, and of course the V6 225. Now it's time to install that Willys cylinder head. This reproduction cylinder head includes the firing order, the tappet clearances, and the proper Willys stamping on it. If you're completely rebuilding or starting from scratch, we do have complete engine overhaul kits for 41 through 64 Willys and Jeep engines, including the 4 134L chain and gear driven engines, the 4 134F engine, and the 6 226 engine. Now that we've got the head on the block and the nuts have been applied to the studs, it's time to properly seat this cylinder head onto the block. To do this, you'll need to use a torque wrench, and you'll need to know the proper sequencing pattern to do so. If you don't know what this is, you can go to www.kaiserwillys.com and go to our tech guide section. In there, you'll find everything that you'll need to know in order to build your Willys. On behalf of Kaiser Willys, I'd like to give a special shout out to all the great people at this year's Willys reunion that helped make this engine build possible. Thank you.